This is Michael Passmore, Senior Minister of Central Christian Church in downtown San Antonio. This is the video that we'll be sharing as a part of our devotional Lenten study moving forward toward this coming Sunday's message. The scripture keys in on some of the most well-known passages inside of the New Testament. Jesus in his conversation with Nicodemus, following through with John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. The gospel in micro. But the next verse, equally important to us in this Christian church especially, for God sent the Son into the world not to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. A few verses later, in the 19th chapter, Jesus shares another insight on the human condition. God's love, our need for renewal, God's love again, not to condemn, but why would there be anything to condemn? Jesus explains, and this is the judgment, that the light has come into the world, and people love darkness more than the light. I think that's an indictment. The people have loved darkness more than the light. What a shame. They love darkness instead of the light. I'd like to read a passage from a message given by Brett Blair, the founder of sermons.com. I would never want to be said of me that I love darkness more than light, but that's the way God sees our world. You and I see the world as it is right now. Most of the people around us try to do the right thing, and when we are wrong, we hopefully want to apologize. So we tend to think well of most of the people, but look at time realistically. The ancient world of Mesopotamia, Egypt, Hellenism, Rome, Persia, India, and East Africa was filled with the ignorance of hundreds of thousands of little g gods, magic, rituals, superstitions, human sacrifice, conquest. Sewage refuse was mostly thrown into the streets for the rats and the dogs. Diseases came, and priests would attempt to foretell the future course of a disease by examining the livers of sacrificed animals. The list doesn't end there. Ethnic bigotry, civil wars, persecutions, despots, tyrants, class rule, the systematic murders of tens of thousands, if not a million. But then comes the Middle Ages. Persia, Constantinople, Islam, Britain, China, India, Genghis Khan and the Mongols, Timur and the Turks, Europe, African empires and the Americas, all of them covered in the darkness of our inhumanity to one another. Revolutions, expansion, Mohammed's conquest, Christianity's crusades, warlords, heretics, witchcraft, increased trade bringing death and plagues to millions around the crowding world of cities. And on top of this misery, wars fought for every ridiculous reason known to humankind. Have we loved the darkness more than the light? I don't know. I hope not. We thought the Enlightenment would make us better, but no. We have experienced World War I to end all wars and World War II. Most of those folks are going away, but we didn't stop there. Korea, Vietnam, the conflicts in the Middle East. Do we love darkness more than light? But the light has come into the world. Let your light so shine before others that they will see God's good work in you. I hope we can learn to love and live in the light, for the light has come. Thank you for letting me share with you today.